Hello, my name is Hudson. I am a sophomore at Eau Claire University. I am currently studying abroad in Kansai in Japan, and this is my own little project to keep track of all of the things that I've done here and how everything's going. And should you choose to come study abroad, I highly recommend it. So far, it's been amazing, and it's only like day three. And speaking of which, this is day three of my Japanese experience. Uh, Today, I didn't do a whole lot. There's more kind of maintenance stuff. I woke up relatively late because yesterday was kind of busy for me. Uh, I should turn off the vibration on my phone. That's what I should do. So everything stops yelling at me. Let's fix that problem. um, I hung out in my room for a little bit, just kind of trying to wake up. I was almost going to eat breakfast before I decided to not. I was just going to eat what I had here. I had some ramen that I've had previously bought, and my new favorite drink, which I bought the first day, which is Kirin milk tea. And this stuff is basically just tea with milk in it, black tea with milk in it, and it has become my go-to drink of choice, which is it's pretty tasty. I don't know other how to describe it than very creamy, very pleasant tasting tea. Um, but today was again, like I said, kind of relaxed and more maintenance things. I was out and about this morning looking for a friend this a friend that I talked to you previously yesterday, and I spent all day with them yesterday. And they invited me to come downstairs and hang out with them as new students had arrived. Today was supposed to be allegedly the most popular day to show up to Kansai Gaidai of the 4 days that students were allowed to come. Sundays, the school was closed for entrances and the buses were not running from the airport to the school, which understandably, because Sunday, nothing else runs on Sunday. Classes didn't run on Sunday, and it is an hour and a half drive. So I don't imagine any bus driver would like to take that drive back and forth to pick up some loud kids. But I digress. That was my morning. I didn't find my friend immediately, and I actually ran into some more of my floor mates. A man from Israel who is much more fluent in Japanese than I am, has a couple of years under his belt, and then someone from Switzerland. And again, I will not be naming names until I have maybe a little more permission and kind of I start broadcasting the fact that I'm going to be documenting my stay here. There's another person on our little journey today that I do not know their nationality, but I do know their name. So that's kind of a no go on that one, but also very kind. I believe they're also Swiss, but I could be wrong. But they invited me to go with them to go shopping. And again, they also had more maintenance things to get today. So we wandered from Kansai Gadai to the UE Global Commons. I should mention that we all live together on the UE Global Commons. That is the international campus from Kansai Gadai. They are separate from the regular commons, from the regular dormitories, but it is very, very close. I believe it's just right across the street. Granted, I don't know which street because I have explored all four directions and still have yet to find the proper campus, but I suppose we'll find out soon enough. We went right down the street past another one of the small convenience stores called Lawson Station. So if you ever hear me talk about Lawson Station, it's got a nice little blue sign, very easy to point out if I think to take pictures of it next time. But we went down to the bus station, and around there are a bunch of little shops and a bunch of little convenience stores. There's a couple supermarkets. There's a lot of places where I can buy fresh food and fruits and things, which is very nice considering my fridge is a little lacking at the moment, but it'll be all right. Um, I'm a lot more awake than I was yesterday, but I'm also I should mention, on a different platform. I'm using my computer instead of my phone this time. So if I sound strange or if the quality is better, then please let me know. I'm testing it out. If it doesn't work out, then that's fine. But I can always go back to using my phone. So, um, I apologize. Where was I? We were exploring. Hush. We were exploring the gas station, the bus station around there. We went into maybe 3, 4 different stores around there. They were all in one building, so it's all very convenient. There was a supermarket ish place that was attached to not only the the more fruits and vegetables kind of convenience store, but there was also a um, a massage parlor and a bike store inside this in the bottom floor of this store. I didn't buy anything from either of those two. I haven't really have a need for a bike yet, but I have heard talk that buying a bike would not be the worst idea in the world. Then upstairs is the 100 yen store, which is effectively a dollar store. And there I got a lot more purchases there. I bought a pair of chopsticks because I have some here. I have more disposable ones, but I thought they were fun, and they're a little larger than the other ones that I've got, and they're green. So, which is my favorite color, which is convenient for me. Aside from that, I have now a laundry bag. I bought an umbrella, which I didn't have previously when I got stuck in the rain. So now I no longer need to share my umbrella. No need to take someone else's umbrella and make them share. So that was my contribution to yesterday's antics. I also bought, let me see, I bought paper towels. I bought, what else did I buy? I have the receipt. It's in Japanese, so it doesn't help me. Paper towels, Q-tips, laundry bag. Did I mention Q-tips? I have no idea. I can rewind it, but that's too easy. Q-tips, laundry bag, paper towels, umbrella, chopsticks. I bought some potato chips on a whim. I also went downstairs to. I also bought this for no other reason aside from that I've never owned one before, and they didn't ID me for it. And I don't know, ever have a candle? Perhaps I could get a candle. I have no use for this. It was an impulse buy, and it looked cool. So it was like 60 cents. So it made no difference to me. Less than 60 cents. It was like 69, 70 yen. Uh, so like the 25% off. And the next store over, which we went to, was more of a grocery related, which is we found our other friend who had wandered off after our convenience store. I bought more milk tea, which is going to be again my new favorite. I bought some yogurt. I had more breakfast things. I bought the potato chips in the market, and what else did I get? It's not around me. Yogurt. Yeah, I bought one of these things. These are the hataramune. That's the only romanji on here that I can read. But I know how to open these. I know how to function these. These are the drinks that are kind of popular in the US. But I can open this up. It doesn't hurt much. So there is a little cap here that I will show. But you take this and you crack this off right in here, and you can actually punch it down onto the top, and there's a little glass ball that'll fall in, and you can drink around it. So it's kind of a tight little seal, but you just pop that out like that, and you slam it down, and probably not drop it. I've done it a couple times, and I've missed the first time every time, and I'm not going to do it now, but probably maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll try that. This will be my thing that I have with breakfast. So I don't believe it's soda. I believe it's more of a juice, but we'll find out tomorrow. And I will put the sad plastic that I've broken, inside the fridge, my little mini fridge, so I don't lose it. After our shopping mart, after the more grocery store shop, pardon me. We walked through the train station, and we walked from the grocery store, and we walked through the train station to turning left down an alleyway, and there was a little food stand that we tried. This food stand, a little restaurant. It was, I don't remember what it's called. Don't ask. I can't. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. Which was, it was actually really good. There was little. I ordered the most basic kind of thing there was, along with a little two side dishes, and they gave us green tea to just drink on its own. But I also ordered a lemonade kind of thing, and which was similar to my kiwi soda, but it was different. It was different in, aside from being lemon and not kiwi. But it felt like there was more to it. Like the last one I had was seltzer water and kiwi, but this one was like they added, like the lemons themselves were candied. Is what it tasted like. It tasted a lot sweeter than seltzer water and lemon. It tasted like lemonade that was a little bit of fizz to it. So it was pretty tasty. I didn't finish it because there was a lot more pulp than I would have cared for, but I think I have to get used to that. So, but I had that. I had lunch. Then oh my goodness, I totally forgot. We didn't do that first. The very, very first thing that I missed. How I funded this whole trip, I had to stop at an ATM. And to do that, at the very, very beginning, um, our Swiss friend stopped in a first department store. That I didn't buy anything in that time, but I did. I for exchange, I withdrew some yen, 10,000 yen, um, which is roughly $74. I know that because my banking app constantly tells me that there's a pending charge. I'm withdrawing 75 yen, like 39 cents. But that department store was more department store y. The very bottom floor was toys and stuff, and Legos are expensive. I should mention Legos are ridiculously expensive here. What's up with that? It's still plastic bricks. Unreasonable. Unreasonable. I really did want a Lego. I really did. There was a little dinosaur. I kind of wanted one. This is a shelf trinket. Um, uh, and we were looking for a power adapter because the apparently Swedish plugs are different than both American and Japanese ones. So unfortunately, we did not find an adapter, but our Israeli friend has one because apparently Swiss and Israeli electrical adapters are the same, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in terms of placement. I think they skipped a couple countries when they're making similar. Whatever, it'll be all right. If you guys know sort it out, that'll be fine. So that was that first building. I apologize. My chronological time keeping track of is all out of whack. Jet lag is still hitting me. No, it's not. I'm just not very bright. Um, but we had that. We had that endeavor. Then we went to the convenience store. Then we went to the dollar store. Then we went grocery shopping, and then we just had to have lunch because I'm very wise and decided to have frozen things and cold things and not put them in the fridge immediately. So we ate lunch. That didn't take too long. It was a beef pork roll, not beef, pork over rice and spring onion and more lemon. And this lemon was super, super sour. I didn't finish all of those because it was major league sour. I could feel my soul pucker, among other. I could feel my butt pucker. Uh, we had that. I had miso soup with it and a small salad. The small salad tasted almost exclusively like green beans, even though I only saw like two green beans. So I don't know what they did with that one, but green bean salad, I suppose. And then the miso soup was very, very pleasant. It had some depth to it. It tasted more like stuff than the other miso soups that I've had previously. But that's also been in America, so I could be actually experiencing real miso soup for the first time today. But who knows? Probably Japanese. After that, we went into another large department store. This one much bigger. It's more of a stacked mall than a department store. And there were tons of little shops and stuff. But the one that we went to was called Eon. And that one I remember because it was written in English, or at least Romanji. And it had a fun little kind of divide sign, semicolon thing in the front, and it said Eon. So it might have been Yeon, but I have no idea. And in there, I bought a pillow because this pillow, that's not very comfortable. Pardon that noise. Too much. This is the previous pillow that I had. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like a hot pad. It has beads or something. I've heard it called as like a cherry pit pillow, and it just might be that or a lot of perler beads. But they're massive. I'm afraid to break it open because I want to see what's inside now. But not very comfortable. I've been substituting my blanket for the past 2 nights. 3 nights? What's today? 3 nights. 2 nights? I've been using this blanket as a real pillow, and now I have an actual genuine pillow. I've never used a memory foam before, but now I have a real pillow. So, got that going for me. Which is only about $16? 1,600 yen and some change. $13? $14? Give or take. But that was my experience with Eon. And then after that, I was about to part ways because I thought the other 3 were going somewhere else to go shopping. And then I realized, why else would they go shopping if they have bags now? It doesn't make any sense. But I have a bus card now. I had Kokan. That was their final purchase of the day. That was my final purchase of the day. So after we got pillows, went to the bus station to get a real bus card. So now I don't have to pay individually and count coins on the bus like an annoying tourist. Even though it worked out, but whatever. So we bought bus cards, but not before we spent a good hour and a half in the same department store playing arcade games and messing around with cranes, like little toy cranes, little prize games. We played a drum game. It was a really cute little I don't know how to describe it aside from a anime drum. Like a little cartoony drum with 4 legs and a big old smile. But you would play the game and you would have 2 little drumsticks and you just bang on the drum and the side to the beat. And we played through a couple different songs, some of them pretty popular. We played through the opening to Jujutsu Kaisen. We played through the opening to Demon Slayer. We played Driving into the Night by Yasobe, which doesn't sound familiar, but I can guarantee you probably heard the song. We played through Megalovania and got the highest score. That's real. And let's see, what else did I do? What else did we play? Another pop song. The highest one was probably Driving into the Night. That was the one that I did the best on. But and then the crane games were all like the prizes and stuff. And I'm telling you right now, do not ever hand me coins in that store because I will waste time and money on those machines. They are rigged. I know that. It's documented now. They are rigged. No, you cannot get Bakugo Katsuki in a little box. It's rigged. It's impossible. Just buy him. Even though it would be really cool to win him for just $1, it's going to be more than $1 that you put in and you don't win. That was really close. I almost got a little Pokeball purse just to say that I got it. It was in the grabber, the claw. That's the word. The claw. In the claw. I had it. I had it. And then it hit the top and jolted and fell out. They're busted, and I hate them. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's only like $4 in its entirety. The time that we did the hour and a half, I only spent like $6 on those games, which is probably sounds a lot in retrospect, but yen don't seem real to me yet. So it hasn't really set in that I'm spending money that I really don't have. Like I said, that's true, I do have it, but I also, on the way home, found two of these Premier slot machine coins. Ironically enough, we were 6 seconds away from a pachinko shop, so I'm pretty sure that was a marketing stunt, but it almost worked. Jokes on them, I can't read. Anyway, after our little gaming hour and the bus ticket, came back here and kind of hung out for a little bit before going back downstairs. And I actually got my schedule. I got my schedule all sorted out, and I wrote down set alarms for my orientation schedule. But I also have my class list, and everything over there is finalized, which is nice. And I got everything that I wanted, which is nice. I hung out here for a little bit and just kind of relaxed and didn't really do a whole lot. And then another friend from Eau Claire, actually, of mine, arrived this morning and invited me to go downstairs and eat and chat. I met her, I met up with her. I met someone from Texas, and I met two people from the Netherlands, and they're both all three of them are very nice people. So it was a lot of fun. We almost went out and walked around and went to, but it kind of started raining, and they're all three of them showed up. Four of them showed up today, so jet lag kind of hit up hard as we were walking back inside to get out of the rain. Whoa, that must have hurt. Or they're yelling at me. What time is it? Probably not 8 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. That's probably yelling at me. I should have used headphones. That's my bad. But other than that, that was kind of it. I mainly hung out. Again, hung out. Got some more housekeeping things. Got some more things on a whim. Played some games. Did not win a figure. Yeah, that's about it. This is the longest episode so far, and I did the least amount of things today. But I think I'm getting into the groove of recording and talking to you guys as if you're right here in the room with me, which is probably not a good habit to have, because I don't want to start talking. I don't want to start narrating my life while it's happening. I don't want to have a conversation, just look off into the non-existent camera. I believe that is all I have for today. Tomorrow will be something else because I have to go to my orientation. And the next couple days, I believe all the next 4 days I'll have something. And Saturday and Sunday. And then I think classes start next week. Yeah. So that was today. I'm doing nothing else for you. If you made it this far, I know it's about a half hour. That's a lot of time to sit here and listen to me talk. But thank you so much for listening. Thanks you for coming with me on this trip. Shout out to Malibu and Human Centipede. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I really need a catchphrase. Maybe catchphrase isn't my catchphrase. No, that's copyrighted. Oyasumi is good night. Or have a good night. Or at least I was told Oyasumi at nighttime by a nice old man. So I might be wrong. Arigato.